Showcase Saturday, and we're pivoting again to a different kind of game. And this one I was very interested in when I got my hands on it. So, one, because cyberpunk, two, because dungeon crawler, and three, because it kind of looks a little bit like a strategic, almost XCOM-y like strategy game involving a robot uprising. So yes, indeed, this is Robothorium, and it, as you can see here, is a cyberpunk dungeon crawler with turn-based fights where all your choices will have a direct impact on your revolution against humankind. I mean, how cool does that sound, right? So this is in early access. It came out in June originally. So it's been out for a little while. It is $15 US or 17 Canadian, which is a really nice saving, actually, which is pretty cool. And it also comes in a bundle with a skin pack and the soundtrack, and another thing called Best JRPGs bundle. I'm going to assume Dungeon Rushers was another thing made by this team. Yes, it was. So this is made by a team called Goblin Studio, and I guess they've been around for a little while because they made a couple of different things. But yeah, I thought this was really cool because it's about a robot uprising against humanity, and it's got like turn mechanics and stuff like that. I think this looks really interesting, actually. Maybe even a little bit like Halcyon 6 or something like that, which again has me quite intrigued. So we're going to dive into this one and take a look at it. Again, this is another blind playthrough. Pretty much everything else we're going to be playing today, I think, is going to be a blind playthrough. So this should be interesting. But I really want to check this out. It is in early access. They are saying that it's going to be in early access for at least 8 months and could go up to 10. So we're coming up on that, actually. So this probably is pretty... That might be why they handed out another pile of press codes. That's true, Sin. It's very true. According to this right now, according to what is the current state of early access, it says, at day one of early access, they had most of the features implemented. I have Dex Revan Master. I have not played it. I want to, because it looks cool. Apparently, it also has 8 trading cards as well. 8 trading card drops is very unusual. I didn't even know you could do that in Steam, actually. That's cool. All right, so here we are. You can actually sign up for their newsletter right in the game, which is kind of interesting. So options is 1080p, please. What kind of pleb do you think I am? Actually, not a lot. Twitch integration. Give me Mixer integration, damn it. Mixer's designed for this. Yeah. So it looks like, okay, it just looks like it's a simple voting system, though. Automatically sell common items. I like that. That's cool. English. Wow, a lot of languages: English, French, Dutch, probably Chinese or Japanese, Russian, Italian, Spanish, and Portuguese. Brazilian Portuguese. That's cool. Has workshop support, so that's cool. I think this actually might be a Canadian team, actually. I thought I saw a logo at the beginning there that said it was... I did, Sin. You know what? I'm just going to try it at one point and see if it's still there. Maybe it's improved somewhat. I don't know. Oh, it still does it? Damn it. So much for that. Then XSplit is a no-go for me. So, all right, let's give this a try here. So, difficulty: rebellion, insurrection, or revolution. If your robots are destroyed, you'll need to... Okay, so this is like, this basically... So this plays like Fire Emblem. This plays like lighter Fire Emblem, and this plays like if you're cheesing Fire Emblem. You know what, Sin? You should either email them or talk to Wolfstar, because he's a partner. Maybe he could get you... Maybe he could get them to reimburse you for it or something. Because I agree, that's crap. Oh, I see. I agree. Exploited and oppressed robots demonstrated for the recognition of their rights. But the reaction of the human race was predictable. Robot Uprising. That's what it said on the tin. This is good, like, mod music sounding. It's a little quiet, though. I have to turn it up. Some idling robots are lying around. Oh, I have to build up my initial squad. Country of origin, China, Brazil, Germany. Ah, he's Mother Russia Warbot. I mean, I guess we kind of have to, right? Personality shy. Okay, there ain't no such thing as a shy Russian. I think we know this. Personality poet? He's quality Russian prose, yes? Alright, I need to have at least one Russian bot. I mean, you know we do. Personality fatalistic? Okay, this is a repair bot, obviously. Speed and attack, but his defense and support are weak. Personality fearful. You don't look like you should be fearful. I guess he could be since he's weak. And then this is scout. Alright, let's try these three out. I like the art so far. And I like this kind of little bit synthy soundtrack. To move around, go to a reachable room represented by arrows on the ground. Use the minimap to find your way in the level and achieve the goal to end the mission. Okay, I'm going to see if I can turn this up a little bit. You can interact with elements through actions. Open success chance. Choose carefully, it might change the course of the story and the future success chance. Oh god, it's loot boxes! We should use this opportunity to arm ourselves, okay. Change your robot's equipment to increase their efficiency. Robot attributes are modified by equipment when leveling up. All your items are gathered in the inventory. Equipment, consumables, and components. Robots can be affected by effects, granting them bonuses or penalties. Oh, wow. Look at this. Rifle shot, proton shot. So this is very XCOM-like, actually. There's a lot of stuff here. Okay, so we can put a gun. Okay, this guy already has a gun, though. And, wait. So what is this? Is this gun better than what I have? 34, 2.8. So yeah, okay, this gun is better than what I had. So can I... Okay, this is in my inventory. Okay, so I guess I'll be able to sell that later on. So you actually can't... you're not actually moving around the room. All you're doing is shifting between screens. But there's things you can do within the rooms. But you're only shifting between screens. You're not actually freely walking around the room. Some actions allow you to unveil unexplored rooms to get special bonuses. Okay, so the mini-map is behind my head, but there is a map down here. And you can zoom in and out of it. Oh, hack security camera. Okay. Oh, elements discovered. Okay. Okay, so because I hacked the security camera, I now have discovered new hidden rooms. Oh, I can reformat a tablet. Experience 10%. So I'm kind of updating myself a little bit here, or upgrading myself as we go. Remember to always ponder the consequences of your choices. You will only be judged for your deeds. So destroy, hack, or deactivate. Let's try to hack him. Well, GG. Oh, okay, we've got enemies. Neutralize these riflemen if you want to get out of here. Okay, fights are turn-based. Select a fighter to see details. Choose a skill, select a valid target. Most skills generate overload. The basic attack of each robot reduces overload. When a fighter reaches 100% overload, he is stunned and stays unprotected for one turn. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. These people have a lot of hit points. So the animation's definitely basic, though I like the art. I think the art looks good, but it's definitely a, the animation style is certainly quite basic. This combat does play a lot like Halcyon 6, though. Which is not a bad thing. Halcyon 6 played pretty well, actually. I liked it. Applies reduced resistance. Ooh, that wrecked you. Okay, that's one. If I keep on like this, I'll be overloaded. Okay, so we need to watch that. That wasn't too close. We did pretty well there. Rewarded beta intervention barrier. The robots are facing a trap. Okay, well, we'll deactivate them on 70%. Kind of a bummer that there isn't really a mini-game involved with hacking. It's just a random chance. Like, it's not really... There's no skill involved, really. No. We got another group here. Now, what I wonder is how you heal. I don't mind RNG, I like when there's a little bit more of a skill involved. Like when it's based around, you know, some kind of challenge or something. Okay, so his overload didn't go down when the combat ended because he just got overloaded. So that's kind of a bummer. Also, the RNG gods are really not in my favor most of the time, but that's more of a me problem, I admit. Okay, so I just debuff them effectively. Let's take out this Cyberdog guy first. Oh, come on, I had you. Oh, yeah, well... The RNG in XCOM, there is no way they're going to tell me that that is pure RNG, because XCOM, there are way too many elements of, hey, look, you have a 99% chance to hit and you miss somehow. That happens way too often in that game for it to be pure RNG. I just don't buy that. I want to see the code, damn it. Not that I would know how to read it anyway, but... Okay, we got to take out that guy first, because he's the guy who's healing. Apply short circuit. Okay, so we just gave him a pile of overload. Spreads all penalties from the targeted enemy to a random enemy. That's neat. Alright, we're gonna focus fire on this guy. Yeah, goodbye. No more healing for you, mofos. So I'm gonna guess that your health doesn't tick down, it doesn't heal back up right away, but your shields do. And so these guys actually haven't taken my shields out yet. So That's kind of interesting. I'm guessing after combat you have to heal your health like you do your overload, but your shields probably regenerate. That's kind of a cool mechanic. I'd like to know how that works. Okay, we're gonna drop your overload down because you're hurting. I will say this, the combat definitely takes a while, though you can speed up the combat animations. I remember seeing that in the menu. So you can actually, like, you can put it up to 3 times to make combat kind of move if you want, right? Which, that's a nice little quality of life improvement that they put in. I like that. And everybody just leveled. Now, this is interesting. I guess the level has like a danger level as well. So, enemy speed and power enhanced, success chance of actions lowered. Oh, that's my way out. Ooh, Robotype. Oh, we screwed that up. Drinks vending machine, insert 1 res. Okay. Oh, that's healing. All threats have been unveiled. Okay, but we've already done that. So, all right. So it looks like it's not RNG. It looks like when you find or when you fought enemies in a room, that's it. Oh, here we can allocate talent points. Okay, because we leveled up. So I have 1 talent point. Whoa. Oh my god, and this is just one. There's multiple tiers? Holy crap. Wow, there's a lot we can do here. That's kind of crazy. Oh, I also have armor I can apply, it looks like. So, okay, so these talents are for each of the characters. Wow, there's a lot of depth here, y'all. So what are these? Titanium frame to be used at the workshop. Okay. However, this guy, we do have stuff we can apply here. Now, is this weapon better than his current weapon? Yes, it is. Okay, well, this is just straight up XCOM. This is our hangar. Here you will be able to buy and sell robots. However, these technological masterpieces are not what you'd call cheap. Unlike your shield of your robots, which regenerates between each mission, the structure needs to be regularly repaired in this hangar in exchange for some res. Okay, so that's what it is. The shield will automatically regenerate. The actual health we have to repair. So, okay, that makes sense. But we can buy new robots and fleets, I guess. So you see up here, there's Black Market, Workshop, and Arena. These are locked, which means I'm guessing that either they are not available at this point in the game or they're still not available in early access. Now, what I am wondering is, well, no, we must be able to sell stuff. So I'm guessing the Black Market is just not unlocked yet, because otherwise, why would we have all this stuff that can be used in the workshop or that we can sell, right? So there's a whole bunch of robot factions it looks like that we're working with or fighting against. Okay. Let me introduce you to John Wint. He's the leader of the Humanobots, a cosmopolitan faction who is peacefully resisting the rule of Chancellor Jaklov. But we visit a decommissioned brake tech factory. The cozy accommodation should allow you to gauge the situation for yourself. Alt? That's a good, interesting name. That's a good, interesting name. Your dreams of quiet revolution have turned you into a sweet old man. Robots are dreaming of vengeance, and Saya would be a valuable ally for the Supreme Machine. I'm going with you, okay. Factory that still oozes liquefied metal and molten thorium. This is where it all began for Break Tech. On the workbenches underneath the presses inside the tanks. So the combat is a little JRPG, a little XCOM, and it's got clearly an XCOM management thing in between. Now, I do hope that the black market and the crafting are available in this early access build, because I have all that stuff. I have all that, like, I have the ability to do stuff with that, but apparently we can't use it yet. Neutralize, intimidate, or discuss. Let's try to discuss. Does that just make him walk away? Well, okay. I have nothing to tell you, and the danger level went up. So whenever the danger level goes up, it makes the level harder, and it looks like that happens when we fail things. Oh, God. Now RNG is hosing with me. Okay, though our experience is going up, so that's good. Oh. Soundtrack's not bad. Ooh. Okay, you guys are kind of dicks. Time to wreck you. Nice metal riffs. Pretty good soundtrack, actually. The soundtrack is purchasable, too. It's not bad, you know. Oh, shoot. Did I... Oh, no, I overheated him. Okay. Yeah, I stunned him out. Okay, good. These guys are actually quite a bit tougher. This game's actually already gotten a little difficult, but these are not short battles either, which is interesting because, like... They're not doing a lot of damage to me, and I'm not doing a lot to them either, right? Like, this is actually like a bit of a slow-paced battle, which I find kind of cool. Okay, you know what? This guy with the heals, you gotta go. There we go. We stunned him out. Yeah, bud, you gotta go. Oh, get wrecked, boy. Good night. Yeah, no more heals for you, son. Bye. Okay, that guy's actually that guy's shield is almost gone, so we got to do something about this. Short circuit and stun him out. Baboosh! What did we get? Power contactor to be used at the workshop that we still don't have anything for. Okay, access to this sector is locked. Creative materials. Okay, access to next sector unlocked. Okay. So I'm gonna say, like, the traversal stuff, there's not much to, like, there's very little to that, honestly. Very little to it. But, the combat seems pretty good so far. As does the skill set, like the skill trees and stuff. There's quite a bit to that. Oh, he's got an accessory available. There is definitely there's definitely some depth to this. Gamma laser pointer. Okay, let's see what that is. Okay, we actually picked up a bunch of stuff for these guys, which is cool. There's clearly a lot of character customization and whatnot that you can do. Ooh, shield boost. Thank you so much. Reactivate. Song. Oh my god, it's a bongo bot. He's from Senegal. So what, is he like a bard? He'll like charm the enemies? I guess we'll have to see. Metabot. Disassemble, craft, or assemble. Okay, what did we craft? Worker stabilizers. Oh, and this guy starts at a higher level, so I can level him up. Increases the overload of all enemies by 20%. Deals 3 damage to each enemy of a line per percent of overload. Regenerates the shield of an ally by 2% of launcher's overload. So this guy needs to be kept at a high overload state in order for his stuff to be effective. Neat. Very, very neat. They're very clever, very, very clever trait designs and character designs. The characters clearly have a lot of thought and unique traits that go into each one of them. Like, these are not all just variations on a theme, these robots. Clearly not. I think that's pretty cool. Oh, enhanced speed. Which failed. Radio-controlled autoclave. Okay, well, I'm doing okay now on the RNG. Well, didn't do so well on that one. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're definitely gonna take out the med guys first this time. Okay, this guy we need to boost his overload. Increases the overload of all enemies by 20%. This could really hose up people. I like this. This guy can screw with people. Also, I'm kind of really digging this soundtrack. I don't know about you guys. Deal 4 damage per each point of overload. So, yeah, we just completely screwed them. Okay, you can actually get a full breakdown of enemies too, including a luck rating, which is kind of interesting. So he just overloaded, but I just gave all my guys a huge shield recharge. That's pretty awesome. Like, I just completely repaired everybody's shielding, basically. And everybody does get a little bit of shield charge after every turn as well. Okay, so we just overheated him by boosting his thing. Good night. Very nice. Yes. Shoulder plates. So I don't know, I'm curious what you guys think about this game so far, but I don't know, this is looking pretty cool to me in terms of like a strategy game and things like that. For something that's in early access, this feels like it's got a fair amount to it, honestly. What's up, God Machine? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you, my friend. Nice. Awesome, dude. More purple is always nice. Yes, indeedy. Very, very, very good, man. Yeah, I gotta say, I'm kind of jiving with this. The traversal through the levels is pretty uninteresting. Like, I'm gonna say there's not much to that, but in terms of the ability to customize your characters and the way the combat flows and how wildly diverse the different robots are in terms of their skills and their abilities and probably the way you could build out your party, I really like that. Like, clearly a lot of care and attention was put into the actual design of all the robots and making them all very unique and having very different mechanics that you have to learn how to play. I have to say there's clearly a lot there, and this game, admittedly, this game is in early access and it's coming up near the end of what their projected time in early access was. So I would imagine they have put it pretty far ahead. Like, this is probably pretty far into things, but this is pretty cool so far. I have to say, I'm kind of liking this. I do wish there was a little more of a gameplay element to the hacking of the turrets and like the hacking different things. I wish it was just more than just an RNG spinner. I wish there was a little bit more meat to that gameplay-wise. But very interesting. Very interesting. Enhance critical hits, enhance power for 3 turns. Good soundtrack, too. Yeah, let's boost all the overload. Put that in your pipe and suffer. That's a weird phrase, but... how's that corrosion feel, bitch? Okay, I think we can actually, if we do a 20% boost, we're going to overload several of these enemies. Oh, he got critted. Okay, he's down. This sort of bard bot I'm actually kind of really liking. It's pretty cool, actually, what he's able to do. Okay, let's get rid of these guys. Like, I love how all of the abilities that this guy has are based on how much overload you build up. So you actually have to play in such a way that you're hopefully getting his overload built up. And then by doing that, you are able to deal more damage to the enemy. So it's really requiring you to play a careful balancing game of the overload mechanic, which can cause your characters to get stunned out and have the inability to fight. You gotta hold that line just so. I really like that. I really like that. Really cool idea. Yeah, this guy's gonna get wrecked. Yeah, he basically like inspires another enemy to fight for him. He never fights himself. I think that's way cool. Yeah, I gotta say, guys, so we're gonna get through this level because I'd like to see what happens when the workshop unlocks and the black market and we can sell some things, because we can't do that yet. So I'd like to see what happens with that. But honestly, so far, guys, I think this is pretty cool. Mostly for the combat and the customization, not so much the exploration. But this has an incredible amount of depth. And yeah, the robots are all so different from each other in terms of how they play and what skills they have and what you have to learn and balance when you have different party configurations. I think that is pretty cool. So yeah, this game is in early access right now, but it's pretty far along, clearly. And yeah, it's a game about masterminding a robot uprising, which is, I mean, pretty amazing. Like, this is literally a game about yeah, overthrowing humanity with robots. I mean, how cool is that? I think this is pretty interesting. Have mercy, we're just doing our job. And yeah, there are choices like this you can make that will determine whether, I guess, you become a benevolent overlord over humanity, whether or not you become nice robot overlords or evil robot overlords. So let's spare them. So this changes our reputation with the different factions. So the humanobots, which are the peaceful ones, they like. The violent guys don't like us. So there's probably different ways to play the game. There we go, and song just updated. Okay, so now the black market is open. The workshop is not, but the black market is. So you see we've got more stuff we can customize here. Also, we can upgrade him. Quite quick and easy to equip your guys out too, which I like. You can just kind of very quickly skim through things and figure out what it is you want. It does, God Machine. Yeah, it's got some rock. But also some synthwave in it. You can buy this game with the soundtrack. There is a soundtrack edition available. So, yeah. Okay, so let's go check out the black market. You will find everything you need and will be able to sell what you don't need anymore. There's only one rule. You've never been here. Indeed. And there is an option in the gameplay options where it can just say automatically sell common items. So items that you don't, that are just like stuff you definitely don't need. The game will get rid of for you automatically, which is pretty neat. So common accessory level 3, it kind of shows what they're for, but this doesn't make it easy to tell what you're buying and for who, I have to admit. This is a little obtuse. And there's no robots to buy yet. Okay, guys, so we're at 42 minutes here. I'm going to do one more mission quickly just because I want to see what happens when you open the workshop, which I'm hoping will happen after the next mission. But I'm going to say so far, for a game that's in early access and that's it is fairly far along, I think this is pretty cool. The exploration through the different mission levels in that is not all that interesting. But the combat is really good. The customization is really good. The depth of the robots and the skills seems very impressive. And it looks like this has kind of this XCOM vibe where you're going to have multiple levels that you can you can choose to go to or go through. And there are also choices you have to make that will impact how the story goes and your reputation with these different factions, which I think is pretty cool. This is Exfiltrate a Robot, so this will give us another robot for our group. So let's check this out. Okay, so this level, I didn't notice, actually starts with a very high danger level. So the danger level will also go up when you fail like hacking attempts and stuff like that. And as you can see, as the danger level goes up, basically the level gets harder, is the idea. So these enemies are all level 2 and we're level 3, but they also have a higher damage threshold, so we've got to be careful here. But we're also pretty decked up right now. And we're debuffing the living crap out of them right now. So we're gonna overheat this guy. That guy's out. Right, this will... Disruptive Choir. Hey, Sim, welcome back. Okay, let's wreck these guys out here, because, yeah, I want to see what the, I do want to see what the, workshop is like. Because crafting is supposed to be a big part of this game, so I do want to see that. Good night. There we go. I use this the ammo that spreads the debuff. So I just put corrosion on that back enemy. The combat in this feels a lot like Halcyon 6, which again is a compliment. That is indeed a good thing. All right. So let's see here. This guy is actually tougher than I would have thought. Let's put some weakness on him. There we go. This is gonna sting for you. Goodbye. I picked up some more ammo there, it looks like. Way more powerful gun. Got some nice armor for these guys. Okay. Rescue the riot bot or rescue the repair bot? I'm going to rescue the riot, I think. Why can I only rescue one? This guy just looks good because he's got a big-ass shield. This is like Montang. Also, he's from France, which makes good sense. Yeah, this is basically a Monty bot. So what does he have? Deals 93 damage to an enemy. 68 damage to an enemy. Applies protected to an ally. That will probably come in handy later. I think I'm going to put 2 into his shockwave. Is there anything I can give him? Yes, I can give him a better gun. Wait. Okay, this is an accessory. That's like a high-end accessory, it looks like. Oh, this guy, we got this guy some friggin' choice stuff. Actually got a pretty good amount of money here. That weapon looks pretty amazing. So let's go back to equipment. Who can we load up with that? Wait, an achievement in what? You unlocked a game achievement for scrolling through Steam? Huh. That's rather curious, isn't it? Yeah, that is a little weird. Okay, sure. So, okay, so you get multiple side missions and things like that as well that you can do to level up and get yourself some extra stuff. But then you have the next story mission, which is probably what will unlock the workshop. So let's try to run through this really quick. So this is another faction that we're going to work with. And here's another one. Yeah, I have to say this is pretty cool. I do wish there was a little bit more to the exploration components in the levels, for sure. But character customization and the depth of combat is clearly where they put their effort in this game. And it really shows. And that's not a bad thing. Not at all, in fact. I think that's actually pretty good. Surveillance drone, reassure. Yes, let's reassure the drone. Or not. Dang it. Oh boy, it's busy in here. Okay, let's do reduced resistance. And we'll do enhanced critical hits on him. Or rather, on a line. You've got your turn order up here, which is nice. This is actually going to be rather competitive, I think, because these guys are level 3. Oh, right. I think I do know that game, actually. Ah, I see. Okay, that makes sense. The combat in this definitely reminds me a lot of Halcyon 6. Not the look, obviously, but the combat mechanics themselves definitely do. But again, not a bad thing. Like, not at all, in fact. Oh, that guy got critted like hell. Oh, weird. I guess something in a database glitched. That's really strange. What a weird random thing to have happen. I guess so. I mean, hey, free Chivo, you know, why not? Pretty funny. Okay, actually, we're wrecking these guys better than I thought we would. Oh, do they? Oh, that's nice. What are you going to school for, man? I saw you talking about school on Twitter a little bit there. Yeah, well, that's a good idea, man. Electrical instrumentation. Oh, cool. Well, that sounds neat. Huh. Yeah, that sounds all right. Hey, Rez, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. How's your afternoon going? We're at almost the hour for this game, but I've been liking this one a lot, actually. This is pretty good. I think we're gonna do one more after this. Well, that would be cool. All right, so we're going to finish this level, and then, yeah, I think after this we'll move on to, we're going to do one more game today. Programmable logic controller, I think. Is that what that means, or do I have that wrong? Okay. So what is it you hope to be able to do? Like, what will that degree give you? Is that like for actual musical composition, or is that for like helping to design and program electronic instruments? Like, what is it? What is it like? What do you get from it? No, the radio is, but like, what about the program you're in, the 2-year degree? Like, what does that give you? Does that give you like skills for actual musical composition, or is it more for like the industry side of things, in terms of like the actual like design of electronic music systems and things like that? Alan Animal, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Paratroopas. Thank you for joining us for Indie Showcase Saturday. We have Blame Virus. Hey, that's fine. Rez is good people. I will happily blame him for a lot of good things. Welcome, welcome. We're actually just doing my second Indie Showcase Saturday stream here, where I check out a bunch of indie games in my press backlog. To see what's what. We've actually done several today. We're going to do one more before the end of the stream, but every game today that I've checked out has definitely had something to it. The first game, which was Gods Remastered, is probably not going to appeal to anybody who doesn't have a fondness for the Amiga game that it is remastering. But Road Club doesn't look very good, but it plays pretty cool. This game doesn't have much in the way of exploration, but has some really good combat and strategy mechanics to it, and customization aspects. So there's been some good stuff in here today. So we're just finishing up this level, and then we're gonna do the last game of the day, I think. I just wanted to do this last story mission so that we could unlock the workshop where you're able to do crafting and stuff in here, because I'm certain that's an important. I'm sure that's an important aspect. So are you, Alan, are you a streamer yourself, or are you just a hyper moderator like Rez is? How dare you touch me? Actually, my guys are taking a little bit of a beating here. I do have to be careful. Fair enough. Yeah, that happens. Life can be a disruptive, indeed. Life can be a disruptive thing. There's no doubt about that. There we go. Wreck these guys pretty good. I also like the fact that you can pick up equipment that you've picked up during your battle, you can equip immediately. It doesn't make you wait until after your mission to be able to do it. I like that, actually. That's nice. You can sort of enjoy the fruits of your labor right away, if you will. I think that's actually kind of neat. So yeah, this game is in early access, but it's pretty far along, and there's a lot to it already, no doubt. Ooh, all enemies affected by corrosion. Shields up, nice. Discover unexplored rooms. Yeah, okay. So you see, all you're really doing here is going between. All you're really doing here is going between rooms, and at least so far, it's the same kind of level geometry. There's not much variance there, and yeah, you're just going between rooms. You're not like there's not really much in terms of exploration and things like that. Oh. And we just changed our reputation with some guys because of those humans that we freed. And I do wish there was some more actual gameplay involved in these hacking things rather than just a random chance. That would be nice. Oh, come on. Yes. All right, this is going to be another big battle. So you know what? I think we are going to stop here, guys, because we do have another game to do, and we have done quite a bit of this so far. But you know what? This game is pretty good so far. I'm liking it a lot. This looks like I can't back out of the menu here, though, so that's kind of a bummer, unless I abort the mission. So I guess we'll just do that, which means we probably lose everything we did in it, but that's fine. So yeah, guys, this is Robothorium. It is pretty darn cool. So it's a strategy game, obviously, and strategy sort of RPG type thing. I think it is pretty awesome. I'm liking it quite a bit. So it is available on the it is in early access right now on Steam. It is available, I believe it is just for Windows at the moment. No, sorry, I'm wrong. Windows, Mac, and Linux. So there you go. $15 US, which is a really good conversion to Canadian, actually, of only $2. There is also a deluxe edition that comes with a skin pack and the soundtrack, which is great. And you can buy it in a JRPG bundle, which includes Dungeon Rushers, which is Goblin Studios' last game. But as you can see here, they've been updating it fairly regularly, and they're up to version 0.971, which means this is probably coming out pretty soon. I'm gonna throw a guess out there and say that. So also has 8 trading cards, which is not something you see very often, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I like this game a lot so far. I think I'm gonna play some more of it. If you like this type of JRPG combat stuff, looks like it's a pretty good option for sure. Yes, I am, Alan, actually part of the Shed. Very, very proud member of the Shed, actually. And I'm actually the Shed Developer Relations Envoy, which is one of the reasons we do these indie showcase streams, because my job is to go out there to get indie devs to work with us and to show that the Shed is serious about indie games. So that is what we are about. What's up, pal? How's it going, man? Yes, he has the best GIF, as always. All right, guys, if you are watching this on YouTube, thanks for watching this longer first impression video, but I like this game a lot. Definitely, you know, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And if you guys are watching live on Mixer, hang tight for just 2 seconds. I'm going to stop the stream and restart it so that it saves the VOD, and then we will be back with the last game of the day. Don't go anywhere, guys. The Indie Showcase Saturday continues, and there will be one more game. We'll be right back. Take it easy, guys.